Hello, Namaste to all. Now today I will study about cell structure, function and different parts of a cell. All living organisms are made up of cells. Then you have learned about cell. What is cell? You have learned in a back class. Next, I will study about cell organelles. The different parts of a cell are called cell organelles. Cell organelles. Parts of a cell. A cell contains different parts. Cell is surrounded by a membrane-like layer which is called cell membrane. Cell membrane. And a jelly-like substance which is filled in this shell and this is called cytoplasm. This is called cytoplasm. This outer layer or boundary layer is called cell membrane, which is found in all cells, whether plant cell or animal cell. Animal cell is also surrounded by a cell membrane, and plant cell also surrounded by a cell membrane. And within the boundary layer of cell membrane, a jelly-like, a dense, liquid-like substance is filled, which is called cytoplasm. This is called cytoplasm. And in the center of a cell, there is a round structure which is called nucleus. Which is called nucleus. Nucleus is also surrounded by a membrane-like structure. This membrane is called nuclear membrane. This membrane is called nuclear membrane. And nucleus is filled with a dense liquid-like substance which is called nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm, which contains genetic material, or we have seen about gene, hereditary characters. Then this nucleus is filled with a dense, highly dense substance which is called nucleoplasm. In all cells, cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus present, but in plant cell there is an additional layer outside of cell membrane. In plant there is an additional layer which is called outside of the cell membrane. This is cell membrane, and outside of this cell membrane there is an additional thick layer is called cell wall. But cell wall is only present in plant cell. Cell wall only present in plant cell, but absent in animal cell. And cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, etc. are present in both, whether plant cell or animal cell. These parts of a cell are also called cell organelles. Within this cytoplasm, there are some others, small different types of parts found in this cytoplasm. These are also called cell organelles. About which we will study in later class, 9th class or next class. But these main parts of a cell, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, etc., are present in both animal cells and plant cells also. But in plant cells there is an additional layer, thick layer made up of cellulose, which is called cell wall, only present in plant cell but absent in animal cell. We can easily see about animal cell in a microscope by scraping in our mouth cavity cheek layer and can be seen under microscope. Animal cell is surrounded by, or chick shell is surrounded by a cell membrane, and within this cell there is a cytoplasm, and in the center of this cell a nucleus is present, which is also surrounded by a membrane called nuclear membrane. There are some parts, other parts which perform different function, which perform different types of life process, such as nutrition, respiration, etc. These parts may be mitochondria, Golgi body, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, ribosome, plastids, vacuole, endoplasmic reticulum, etc., about which we will learn in later class 9. These are also called cell organelles, performing different functions, such as mitochondria helps in respiration, Golgi body helps in secretion of enzymes, ribosomes helps in protein synthesis, plastids help in food production or photosynthesis, vacuoles help in balancing of water, and endoplasmic reticulum helps in transporting of different types of materials, which we will read in next 9th class. So these parts are called cell organelles. In addition to cell membrane, cell wall in plant cell, cell wall in plant cell, cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm there are different types of cell organelles and nucleus. These are main parts of a cell which perform different functions. And some cells have not true nucleus, but in some plant cells and animal cells, nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane which is called eukaryotic cell. But in some bacterial cell, nucleus is not surrounded by nuclear membrane, or nuclear material is not surrounded by a membrane, nuclear membrane. This type of cell is called prokaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell, the cell organelles of different types, such as mitochondria, Golgi body, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, etc., are not well organized, because these organelles are made up of surrounded by membrane. These membrane bounded structures are not found in bacterial cell or primitive cell, which is called prokaryotic cell. But generally, all animal cells and plant cells are called eukaryotic cells, because the plant cells or animal cells have true nucleus bounded by nuclear membrane, and cytoplasm with well organized membrane bounded cell organelles, mitochondria, Golgi body, ribosomes, etc. Then we will remember about prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell. What is eukaryotic cell? The cell which has well organized, which has true nucleus and well organized membrane bounded structure. Membrane bounded structures or organelles. Cells which has true nucleus and well organized membrane bounded structures or organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi body, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulums, etc., are called eukaryotic cell. Are called eukaryotic cell. All plant cell and all animal cells are made up of eukaryotic cell. But some cells are prokaryotic cell. What is prokaryotic cell? In some primitive organisms such as bacteria or blue-greens, membrane bounded structures or true nucleus are absent. The cells have not true nucleus or membrane bounded nucleus or organelles or any organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi body, ribosomes, etc. When the cells have not a membrane bounded nucleus or any organelles, they are called prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells are found in bacteria and blue-greens, etc. In the next class, we will read about differences between plant cell and animal cells. Thank you.